This is video 5 in a 15-part series on Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, and today we're diving into Chapter 5. Specialized knowledge. Knowledge alone is not power. Let's start there. Because if knowledge by itself were enough, every school teacher, every librarian, every person with a shelf full of books would be wealthy beyond imagination. But they're not. Napoleon Hill makes a sharp distinction in this chapter that hits especially hard for those of us over 40. General knowledge is not enough. The world is full of highly educated people who struggle financially, who can quote facts but can't seem to build fortune or freedom. What makes the difference is specialized knowledge, the kind of knowledge that is applied, organized, and directed toward a specific purpose. And this should be encouraging if you feel like life hasn't turned out the way you wanted financially. Because it means you don't have to know everything. You don't have to go back to college for another degree. You don't have to master every subject under the sun. You just need to identify the knowledge that matters most for the life you want now and learn how to use it. Think about it. Most people stop learning after school. They graduate, get a job, and then spend the next 20 years doing the same thing over and over again. Meanwhile, the world changes. Technology changes. Opportunities change. Entire industries rise and fall. And many people wake up at 45 or 50 realizing the skills that got them here won't get them where they want to go next. But here's the good news. You can decide, today, to start learning again. Not general knowledge, not random information, but specialized knowledge directly connected to your financial goals. Hill gives examples of people who became wealthy because they focused on learning one thing deeply and then applying it. During World War I, he says, fortunes were made by people who understood specialized industries like steel, shipping, and manufacturing, not because they were lucky, but because they knew something most people didn't, and they turned that knowledge into action. The same is true today. Look around. People are building businesses, investments, and careers in areas you might not even have heard of 5 years ago. Why? Because they learned specialized skills the market was willing to pay for. And if you're over 40, this is critical. Because maybe you've spent decades working hard, but not necessarily working smart. Maybe you've been loyal to a company or career that doesn't give you the financial security you hoped for. Maybe you feel stuck because the world seems to be moving faster than you can keep up. Specialized knowledge can change that. You can learn skills that open new doors, even after 40, 50, or 60. People do it all the time. They learn about real estate investing, digital marketing, e-commerce, financial planning, coaching, consulting, technology, health, and countless other fields where knowledge creates income. And here's the key. You don't have to learn it all at once. You just have to start. Hill says the best way to gain specialized knowledge is often through alliance with others who have it. That means you don't have to be the expert in everything. You can build relationships, join masterminds, hire coaches, partner with people who know what you don't. This is why he talks about the mastermind principle later in the book, because one idea, one connection, one partnership can compress decades of trial and error into months of progress. But before any of that, you must decide what you want, because learning for the sake of learning won't get you far. Many people collect information like they collect trinkets, piling up books, courses, podcasts, seminars, but never applying any of it. They become what some call professional students, always learning but rarely earning. Specialized knowledge must have a purpose. So let me ask you, what do you want financially in the next 5 to 10 years? Do you want to be debt-free? Do you want to create multiple streams of income? Do you want to start a business, build investments, retire early, leave a legacy? Once you know that, you can ask, what do I need to learn, or who do I need to learn from to make that happen? If you're broke, maybe you need specialized knowledge about money management, budgeting, and debt elimination. If you have some savings, maybe you need knowledge about investing or creating passive income. If you want to start a business, maybe you need knowledge about marketing, sales, and scaling. The point is, you learn with intention. Hill says, Knowledge becomes power only when it is organized into definite plans of action and directed toward a clear goal. Otherwise, it just sits there, like unused potential energy. This is why two people can read the same book or take the same course, but one transforms their life while the other stays the same. The difference is not the information, it's the application. And application begins with decision. Now, some people over 40 hesitate to learn new things because they feel behind. They think, I'm too old to start over, or young people are better with technology, or it's too late for me to catch up. But those are just stories. I've seen people in their 50s and 60s learn entirely new skills, launch online businesses, invest in real estate, become coaches, write books, start nonprofits. Many of them were broke or stuck before they decided to specialize. One man I read about drove trucks for 25 years before learning about real estate investing. Within 5 years, he owned multiple properties and had more passive income than he ever earned on the road. Another woman spent 2 decades in corporate work before learning digital marketing. She now runs her own consulting business from home, earning more than her old salary and working fewer hours. What changed? They stopped saying, I don't know how, and started saying, I can learn how. That shift, from feeling like life is happening to you to realizing you can gain the knowledge to change it, is massive. Hill even warns that ignorance in the modern world is a choice, because libraries, books, courses, mentors, and information are everywhere. Today, with the internet, there is almost no excuse. The knowledge you need is out there. The question is, will you seek it, pay for it if necessary, and apply it until your life changes? Now, let's talk about another part of this chapter that hit me hard. The idea that you don't have to be the expert at everything yourself. Many successful people surround themselves with others who know more than they do in certain areas. They hire financial advisors, tax experts, lawyers, marketers, managers, consultants. They focus on what they do best, and they leverage the knowledge of others for everything else. This is why building a network is so valuable. Sometimes the right relationship is worth more than years of schooling, because it gives you access to knowledge you wouldn't have on your own. But again, you have to be intentional. You have to seek out the people, the rooms, the communities where specialized knowledge lives. Too many people stay stuck because everyone around them thinks the same, earns the same, complains the same. If you want to grow, you need to be around people who stretch you, challenge you, teach you, and show you what's possible. Hill says this is one reason millionaires keep learning. They know yesterday's knowledge won't solve tomorrow's problems. And if you're over 40, here's the truth. The world is changing fast. Financial systems, technology, careers, all shifting under our feet. The best investment you can make is in specialized knowledge that keeps you valuable, adaptable, and ready for new opportunities. It might mean learning about online business, investing, communication, leadership, or personal finance. It might mean learning sales so you can finally turn that side business into real income. It might mean learning negotiation so you stop leaving money on the table. Whatever it is, learning keeps you alive, relevant, and empowered. And the beautiful part? Learning something new wakes you up inside. It reminds you that you're capable of growth, no matter your age. It gives you confidence. Because nothing changes confidence faster than competence. When you know what you're doing because you've taken the time to learn, you stop second-guessing yourself so much. You start taking action, you start seeing results, and results build belief. So here's what I take from this chapter. The difference between people who keep struggling financially and people who break through is often this. One group keeps recycling the same old knowledge, the other keeps upgrading what they know and applying it. You can be in the second group. Starting today. Because specialized knowledge doesn't care how old you are. It doesn't care how many mistakes you've made. It doesn't care where you're starting from. It only cares whether you're willing to learn, to act, and to keep going until your life looks like the one you want. So ask yourself, What do I need to learn this year that will make the next 5 years completely different from the last 5? Then find the book, the course, the mentor, the community, and start. Don't just collect information, apply it, test it, use it to make decisions, to create income, to build security. Because knowledge by itself is nothing. But specialized knowledge, applied with purpose, can change everything. Did you enjoy what you heard and want to dive even deeper into the topic? The link in the first comment below will take you straight to the next level. And if this video made a difference for you, give back by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing with the bell on.